ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all you little maniacs across the world once again. It is time for Robcast, coming at you live, uncut and unready from Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. Hold on, you little maniacs, it's Friday. Woo! And we are ready to motherfucking rock. Flashback Friday, here we go. Here's Zombie, little maniacs, and here we go.
Oh, goodness. Flip, we need a new microphone. Flip, we already ordered a new microphone. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking Friday. I am Zombie, and we are here to rock out with our cock out today. What's up? Yeah, these are just habit, man. They seem like every day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hey, all you little maniacs. I am Zombie, and it is Friday, February the 16th, and we are motherfucking blessed that we woke up on the right side of the dirt today. How are you feeling? We're going to start off the show a little bit on Flashback Friday. We might play a song, we might tell you a joke, we might vent about our day, but mainly, we're going to start off our show as we always do. Your show, by the way, by saying thank you. Yes, sorry about that, Flip. Kick that shit down a little bit, thank you. We like to start off your show by saying thank you to the Army, thank you to the Navy, thank you to the Air Force, and thank you to the Marines for what? For doing what you bad motherfuckers do to keep our country free. So thank you for your service, past, present, and future. Also, I'd like to send a shout out and a thank you to the boys in blue. Back the badge. Support your local police force. Firefighters, EMTs, all you first responders. Well, because all of us regular, average, everyday Joes, we just run away from danger, baby. You are pros and you're trained to run straight into danger, and for that, Robcast Radio will always give our first responders, firefighters, EMTs, and police officers mad respect right there along with the military, baby. So what's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How are you motherfucking feeling today? Now, we will address a little bit about local, what's going on in national events and stuff like that. We'll talk a little bit about our opinion. But if you ask me, when it comes down to this, teach your kids about guns, ladies and gentlemen. Teach your kids about guns. Teach your children about guns. Teach them how to hold a gun, shoot a gun. You know what? The only way to learn that the thing is dangerous is to kill something with it, even if it's a target. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when we were kids, the only reason I'm saying is that because by the time I was 5 years old, I was hunting. And when you're hunting at an early age like that, not just hunting, and this might sound devilish, might sound evil, but I like the way the dove tastes, baby. Yeah! So we'd go dove hunting. And, but, I mean, when I was 5, 6 years old, man, I like me some doves, some squab, baby. I like that squab, baby. Woo! Some good food, man. Some quail, some dove, some squab. Oh, no, we can't go to the next one. Oh, Jax, you gotta get out. Flip, help me out here. Fuck. 50% off. Okay, sorry about that. We got motherfucking audio going nuts here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, goodness gracious. Teach your kids about guns. If you actually know what the fuck's going on around firearms, you realize definitely that it's the crazy motherfucker that kills people, okay? I could kill you with the fucking spoon, man. You hear me I'm saying? So we got to rethink now. It's a whole fucking subject. We can do a whole Robcast about this, but we're not, because we're going to stay on a positive note. Yes, we pray all the families, loved ones, and everyone that have been affected by the shooting in Florida. We pray for y'all, man. Y'all are in my heart, my mind, and my soul. But the point is that what we need to learn from this is we need to teach our kids all about guns. And we need to not be so fucking complacent as a society that whenever we see some crazy looking motherfucker, you need to tell people, yeah, is it just me, or is that a crazy-eyed looking motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? He says weird shit. They have to get some fucking whatever he's saying on Facebook and stuff. The motherfucker, maybe they should be institutionalized. I think a lot of it has to do with the medication that we're putting all the children on, all the motherfucking hormone, all the processed foods and all that kind of stuff that we eat. We put into our bodies. We put trash into our bodies. What are you going to fucking get out? You're going to feel like shit. You're going to get trash out of it. And the more that our young people know about guns and gun safety and how to handle and operate firearms, the safer that they're going to be. Because I know for a motherfucking fact as a child, right? Because I knew how to handle a gun and I knew how to hunt. And our father taught us that from day one, from the time we could walk, not to touch his guns, not to touch his knives first. And number two, if you are going to touch it, here's how you hold it. This is how you load it. You don't point it at anyone unless you intend on them being dead. You only aim this at a target, whether it's loaded or not. It's always loaded. You hear me? I'm saying? So there are certain fundamentals that we need to teach our young people that are going to help them out tremendously in a situation like that. And also, let me tell you something too. It does your children no harm at all to learn about, yes, strategy, tactics, and what to do in extreme circumstances. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what the fuck do you think the Boy Scouts were all these years? They've been around all these years. They're teaching your sons and your children, the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. Not that I believe in the organizations themselves. However, back in the day, they're teaching our young people how to live off of the land, how to survive in an extenuant circumstance, right? Not only that, but they're teaching life skills as far as all of the different badges that you have to earn, and Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are some sort of life skills that you're going to need later on in life. Okay? The whole point that I'm making with this is that these are all children that are educated on different tactics, and whether they know it or not, they're being trained on war and how these things work in real life. And my best example that I can explain to you about this is that, oh man, the last time one of these shootings happened, they were saying something about children and guns and this and that. And look, it was one of the Great Wars. I'll get more on this story later, and this is not really our main focus of the Robcast today, but let's say back during one of the Great Wars, or during, God dang it, I'll look it up. But let's just say one of our colonies is fixing to be invaded by whatever, okay? We don't know if it's I don't remember if it must have been World War I. Or could it? Fuck! The point is that, look, in order to protect a whole school, this is what they did. All of the kids, all of the young men, all of the Boy Scouts, they knew that whatever was going on and they could be invaded. The only people, that's what it was. It was during the war. And so all the men were away. So all of the boys from the Boy Scouts went and got their dad's guns, and they all stood around the school and they secured that motherfucker until they knew it was secured. But back, even let's go back to let's say in the 1950s. You show up to school in your pickup truck and there's a shotgun in the back window. It's not a big deal. It's not, everyone knows that's not, shit, you were all hunting a squirrel earlier this morning or whatever. And it stayed that way up until, I would say, the 70s out in the country. You're not going to be driving your truck, of course, in New York or Chicago with a shotgun in the back of it in the 70s, but definitely Brazoria, Texas. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I can see a common occurrence and even I can also remember if you're going to go hunting or something over the weekend, you take your fucking gun and leave it into the principal's office, right? Your 270 or whatever. And, right? I mean, what's changed so much from then and now? What's changed, I'm telling you, is It's everyone believing that the gun is the bad thing. Yeah, they're not good. I don't want a lot of people to. I don't want the fuck. I didn't want to talk a whole shitload about guns. Because fuck. I do not like the ways that the loopholes. There you go. I don't like the loopholes that you can jump through in order to get a gun when you know damn well some of these people shouldn't have guns, especially assault rifles and AKs and ARs and whatever the fuck you want to call them. Okay, M1s, M16s, Kalashnikovs. But the point I'm trying to make is that a gun can't jump up on its own and kill someone. We know that. We can, make some reforms as far as crazy people shouldn't be able to have guns. People on psychotic medication shouldn't be able to have guns. And however they're getting past that, we need to motherfucking check that shit at the door, because I don't believe with that. Look, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, but I'm also not a motherfucking convicted felon, fellas. And all you dirty bastards out there that are afraid of guns and that are convicted felons and think that guns are bad, it's because you can't have one, because you can't handle the motherfucking responsibility. So those of us who still have a non-corrupt brain, and we still have half-ass sense to think about, putting ourselves in different situations in life that we have to go through. I have to go through bad parts of Houston. You know what I mean? I have to hang out there every once in a while. It's shit that I have to do, that I have to take care of business. And so there are people in your community that have a gun on them 24 hours a day. They carry it every day, and you'll never motherfucking know it. You'll never know it. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and had, I'm not going to say his name because he's a private dude, but a mixed martial artist, one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Guess what? He carries a gun, another gun, knives, and you know why? It's because he said, look, man, people know if they recognize me, you know what I mean? They're not going to want to go fisticuffs. If they come to hijack my car, they're not going to go fisticuffs. So you can understand why people arm themselves. Now, what you have to understand is we got a big problem with complacency, with people not saying something whenever their spider sense starts tingling. This motherfucking salesman's in there, and some crazy eye in my brain comes in to buy a motherfucking automatic weapon, and you're more worried about, making that commission and you're more worried about if I do say something this crazy eye motherfucker, then he's gonna sue me because I said that he looked nutso in the buttso. Fuck that, man. We got to stand our ground, man. We got to pick our battles, but we got to stand our motherfucking ground. Whenever it comes to these things, if there's some dude comes in there and he's fucking jacking off inside of his pants and filling out the gun forms with the other one, and one eye's looking over here and the other eye's looking over there, but you don't want to discriminate against him, man. Fuck that. You need to take that chance. You need to motherfucking roll them dice. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, gun control, I think yes, it's a problem. But no, it's not as big of a problem as motherfuckers think. I think what it boils down to is everyone wants to say, hey, look over there, it's someone else's problem until it happens in your motherfucking community. And if you think that it hasn't happened in my community, motherfuckers, you're sadly mistaken, because shit, man, Sweeney High School, dude. These some of the gun, man, they should have their own. Back in the day, not now. Mad respect. I don't know what's going on there now, but I do know that we needed to have our own motherfucking reality series back then. We had a kid that fucking tried to kill our school bus driver, right? Gets kicked off the bus, so he